Have you ever felt like you were giving your all, yet nothing seemed to change? You study hard, you work late into the night, you sacrifice your comfort, you pour your heart and soul into the dream you carry. And yet, the wall of success stands tall, unmoved, almost mocking you. This is the silent battle most of us fight. We ask ourselves, is my effort worthless? Am I just wasting time? And in those dark moments of doubt, when the world feels deaf to our struggle, we forget something crucial. Growth often hides behind the veil of invisibility. Today, I want to take you on a journey, not about kings or warriors, but about a humble stonecutter. His life was simple, but his lesson, eternal. It is a lesson for dreamers, for strugglers, for anyone who has ever asked, will my efforts ever matter? Long ago, in a quiet mountain village, there lived a man whose job was not glamorous nor celebrated. He was a stonecutter. Every morning, before the first rays of sunlight painted the peaks, he would pick up his hammer, heavy, worn, and scarred, and walk to the edge of the village. There, towering before him, stood a massive boulder, a rock so huge that most believed it would stand forever. The villagers would pass by, shake their heads, and whisper, "That rock is too big. No man can split it. He is wasting his life." But the stonecutter believed differently. With calloused hands and a determined heart, he raised his hammer high and brought it down with all his might. Clang, clang, clang! The sound of iron striking stone echoed through the valley. Strike after strike, day after day. But the rock, it did not move, it did not flinch, it did not even show a scratch. To the villagers, it was foolishness. To the stonecutter, it was faith in action. Weeks turned into months. His hands grew rough. His back bent under the burden. His arms screamed with pain. The villagers laughed louder. "Why waste your life on a stone that will never break?" they jeered. And sometimes, in the silence of night, even the stonecutter's own heart whispered the same cruel words. "Why are you still trying? Why not give up?" But every time doubt crept in, he clenched his fists and lifted the hammer again. Because deep inside, beneath the pain and the exhaustion, he carried a quiet belief. Every strike mattered, even when no one could see it. Even when the rock looked unchanged. Even when the whole world thought him a fool. He believed. And then, one morning, it happened. The village awoke to the familiar sound. Clang, clang, clang. But after the 100th strike, the earth trembled. A thin crack zigzagged across the boulder's surface. The villagers froze. The stonecutter raised his hammer once more and delivered a final blow. With a thunderous roar, the great rock split into two, collapsing into the dust. The villagers gasped. Some whispered, "It's a miracle." Others said, "What an extraordinary final strike." But the stonecutter knew the truth. It was not the last strike that broke the rock. It was the 100 that came before it. the ones that seemed invisible, useless, wasted. Every strike had mattered. Every drop of sweat, every ache, every night of mockery, it had all led to this moment of triumph. This story is not just about a man and a rock. It is about you, your dreams, your goals, your battles. They are your boulders. Maybe you've studied for months but still can't pass that exam. Maybe you've worked tirelessly, but the promotion never comes. Maybe you've poured your soul into your art, your business, your dream, and the world has yet to notice. And you wonder, is it all worth it? The Stonecutter whispers across time. Yes, it is. Because every effort counts. Even when nothing changes on the surface, transformation is happening within. Think of bamboo. For years, it grows unseen beneath the soil, silently building its roots. Then, suddenly, in one season, it shoots up meters into the air. Was that growth sudden? No. It was years in the making. So it is with you. Your results may not be visible yet, but your strikes, your efforts, are shaping your destiny. Real life reflections. History is filled with stonecutters in disguise. Thomas Edison, who tested thousands of filaments before the light bulb lit the world. J.K. Rowling, who faced dozens of rejections before Harry Potter reached millions. Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in a cell before leading his nation to freedom. Colonel Sanders, who was rejected over 1,000 times before KFC became a global brand. Each of them struck their rock again and again. And though the world only saw the final strike, they knew the truth. It was the invisible effort. So let me ask you, what is your rock? The exam you keep failing. The job you can't seem to land. The business that hasn't grown yet. The dream everyone laughs at. Whatever your rock is, strike it again, because every book you read sharpens your mind. Every workout strengthens your body. Every failure teaches your spirit. Every late night of work, every sacrifice, every setback, they are all strikes that matter. Your breakthrough may not come on the first strike, or the 10th, or even the 100th, but it will come if you don't stop. Here is the truth. Life's greatest boulders don't yield to one strike. They yield to perseverance, to patience, to faith in the unseen. Your rock may not split today, or tomorrow, or even after 100 strikes. But if you keep going, if you keep believing, one day it will break. And when it does, you will realize something powerful. It wasn't the last strike that changed everything. It was all of them. Every effort, every failure, every painful moment you refused to quit. So, my friend, Pick up your hammer again. Face your boulder again. Strike again. Because hidden in the silence of persistence lies the sound of victory waiting to be heard. And when your rock finally breaks, the world will call it luck, or magic, or destiny. But you will know the truth. It was perseverance all along.